Thank you so much, friends. Thank you for this kind invitation. And what I'm going to speak to you is something that is going to completely give you a new perspective in your life. This is something that probably most of you would not have heard. This is a story of great transformation. Friends, I remember the day that changed my life forever. I'm a cardiologist. I started my journey in 1992 as in the medical school. Did my MBBS, then did my MD from Maulana Azad Medical College, went to John Hopkins, was studying there, then came back and did cardiology, and thought that everything was going on fine. And suddenly, on 20th March 2003, I came back after operating from the cath lab, almost after 2 days, 48 cases. I was feeling a bit tired. And I was exhausted. My mother offered me a meal. I said, no, I'm not hungry. And she gave me an ice cream, and approximately after 2 minutes of taking that ice cream, I collapsed on the floor. I started throwing severe seizures, and that was the beginning of actually the end. It was like a vision, and they lifted me up, rushed me to my hospital, and next day when I woke up in my intensive care unit, I was diagnosed with a large mass in my brain. This was labeled as multi-drug resistant tuberculosis, and this was resistant to 18 drugs that were available at that time, and sensitive only to one drug, that was amikacin. Every day I was taking and consuming amikacin, toxic injection on my hips, and then every day on my hand. I lost my hearing. I still work on only 50% of my hearing. I never lost hope in my battle. Ultimately, on 20th June 2005, I was taken up for an open brain surgery, and this mass was taken out. That day, I really realized that where have I ended in my life? A person who wanted something, he desired anything, everything what I wanted in my life, I got it. The way I wanted, I got it. How much, I got it. But still, there was lot of gap, lot of lacunae in my life. I knew that my life was imbalanced. I lost the balance in my life. I was an intervention cardiologist, but where as a good human being I was. I knew that today, two words that have become synonymous in our life as doctors, these two words are, I am busy and I don't have time. Everybody is considering themselves as busy, time nahi hai. And right from morning till evening, we are continuously performing. We are transforming our life from human beings to human doings. I also knew that I have made my life very complex. Life is supposed to be very simple. But unnecessarily, I have made a complexity. I've developed a complexity in my life. And that is why, in this never-ending race of materialism, living life in the emergency mode landed me where I was. I knew that happiness was the key. Happiness was the essence. Happiness is what I desired in my life. And today, I also understood on that day that if I want to change my life, it's not going to happen outside. I have to make certain conscious choices in my own life so that I become a more evolved and a more happy human being. So my dear friends, it's all about mindset. And my first and most powerful message to you is that nothing is going to change in your life if you don't change anything. We can talk about occupational health, we can talk about hazards, we can talk about various phenomena that are occurring in our life. But till the time each one of us makes a conscious choice to change his or her life, nothing is going to practically work out. So, we must all be ready to bring that change that we want to see outside. So, let us start the most revealing journey of your life. Stanford University, California says, a typical human being generates 50,000 thoughts in a single day. And out of those 50,000 thoughts, 95% of our thoughts are repetitive, are negative, are waste, and are purposeless. Imagine a factory producing 100% output. Out of that, 95% is negative, waste, and repetitive. What would you call this mind as? Obviously, this is something like a useless mind. And why this is important? Because every thought that we are generating is giving us a behavior. And the behavior is manifesting as a feeling. So imagine, whatever we are thinking, we are manifesting it in the form of a behavior. And the way we behave is going to generate the way we are feeling. Imagine. So positive thoughts are going to give us a positive behavior. And positive behavior is going to generate positive feelings and hence generate a positive life. And life is nothing but just a manifestation of what we are thinking. So that is what I am here to tell you, that today we must understand that thoughts that we are thinking are designing our destiny, are creating a conscious future. If we want to change and create abundance in our life, nothing is going to change outside until and unless we all are ready to change our mindset. Our mindset is what determines our destiny. Machines like magnetoencephalogram, they clearly show that without touching our brain, our thoughts are easily mapped by the MRI machine. Imagine. The machine is easily able to map these thoughts, and hence it shows that thoughts are not just being contained in our brain, but they are radiating fast outside. Where are our thoughts acting? Where are our thoughts acting? Our thoughts are acting on our genes, on our body. Our thoughts are acting on our relationships, the kind of relationships that we are having. And also our thoughts are acting on our food, our water, our life, our atmosphere, and the environment where we all are living. So thoughts are having a multifold effect in our life. And if we want to change our life, everything outside, we have to take care of our thoughts. And today, in next 30-40 minutes, I'm going to show you very powerful and scientific evidence that will show you that by changing your mindset, you can completely change your destiny. You can design your destiny. You can create your destiny. You can create whatever you want in your life, the way you want, how much you want, in what way you want. It can be created by your own mindset. Let us take the first example, that can your thoughts affect your gene? क्या मेरे विचार मेरी जीन्स मेरी बॉडी पर भी असर डालते हैं? Is it possible or not possible? I'll show you a beautiful story that happened in my own cath lab. This was a day of 2018 Saturday evening. I was sitting in my cath lab at 9 p.m. We were winding off our work. समाप्ति कर रहे थे work को. Suddenly, a 21-year-old young boy with massive heart attack, collapsed, pulseless, BP-less, was brought to our cath lab. He was being massaged. ECG was a flat line. BP was unrecordable. There was no pulse. We were asked to operate on that patient. His left main artery was closed. We resuscitated the patient. We put him on the ventilator. We started opening his arteries. We could see his heart started pumping. We could see his beat coming up. And ultimately, we were able to stent his artery, and he was shifted to the ICU. Next day, when I went for the rounds, he was absolutely perfect. His heart was absolutely pumping fine. We extubated him. Everybody was happy. It was a case which was very well done. But my mind was terribly disturbed. मेरा मन बहुत खराब था. My mind was continuously saying, इस 21 साल के लड़के को ये हुआ क्यों? Why did heart attack occur in this 21-year-old young boy? He was a married boy. He had a child of 4 months young girl. And मैंने कहा कि I want to talk to your family. His parents came and said, please talk to us and we are responsible for him. I said, no, he is married. मुझे इसकी wife से बात करना है. उन्होंने कहा नहीं, we cannot make his wife come here. मैंने कहा क्यों? He said that they have filed for the divorce papers and 1 month later they will get divorced, so I cannot ask her to come here. I said, please, मेरी request उस lady को करिए, ask that girl to come here for only half an hour. The girl was a IT professional. This boy was a chartered accountant. The girl came. And I started talking to both of them. Only small differences, lack of understanding, lack of time had led to this kind of a situation. I said, I'm not asking you to take back your decisions, but can you do me one favor, because this boy has already come out from the deathbed. She said, yes, sir, I will do it. I said, just for next 2 months, you bring him to my OPD, and only if you bring him, I will see this boy. Said, okay, sir, I will do it as you are saying. And second, I asked her, 1-2 महीने के लिए आपस में create understanding and adjust amongst each others, respect each other's opinion, and then we will take a call. She said, I'll do that. Friends, every week, Tuesday is my OPD. She used to hold hand of her husband. She used to come to my OPD starting 2018, March. And today, it's 2023, they have withdrawn their divorce paper. Their 4-month young beautiful child has grown into a 4-year-old young girl, and they are living a happy life. They're living a happy life. Friends, life is not just about, earning, just about performing great things. It's about healing. We as doctors must understand that we are not doing a job which is better than a pocha wala or a washerman. हम सब लोग रोज क्या करते हैं दोस्तों? मैं स्टेंट करता हूं, आर्टरी को क्लीन कर देता हूं, जमीन गंदी हो रही है, मैंने उसको क्लीन कर दिया. बट नन ऑफ अस इज बॉदर्ड कि इफ आई स्विच ऑफ द टैप, द फ्लोर विल स्टॉप गेटिंग डर्टी. Stop getting dirty. We all have to understand that if we want to take back and create a good and a healthy life, we need to switch off the tap. उस नलके को बंद करना पड़ेगा ताकि वो जमीन गंदी होनी बंद हो जाए. And for that we must understand that our job is not as a doctor, but our job is also to heal people. We need to understand that treating is only one part of a doctor, but healing is a global and a very powerful phenomena, my dear friends. And that is why we started this study. We started experiments in our hospital. I started recruiting all the people, all the young children between 18 to 30 years of heart attack into my study. I work in GE Panth Hospital. We recruited more than 150 patients. Imagine, I operate 150 cases in a week. And out of those, 15 to 20% cases are between age 18 to 20 years, 25 years, 30 years. And we started analyzing their genetic lineage. These people, children had no risk factors, no diabetes, no hypertension, nothing, no family history. And we also measured their stress, familial stress, home stress, and general stress. Along with this, we measured their genetic length. What were the results? Look at the results. The results were like this. Their biological age, उनकी शारीरिक उम्र थी 18 से 25 साल, but their biological age was equal to a 90-year-old gentleman. Their genes were completely destroyed. Telomere length was completely destroyed. तो शरीर 18 से 20 साल का है, 25 साल का है, 30 साल का है, लेकिन biological age है, genetic length है, वो है almost 80 to 90-year-old person. Imagine. The next question came to my mind. Why this is happening? We further did the analysis just to find that these children had highest level of psychosocial stress in their life. Highest level of psychosocial stress. Anger, lack of love, lack of purpose in their life. Then the question came, how does it affect our body? We further conducted experiments to see and look at this. We saw that those people who are facing domestic violence, lack of happiness, lack of gratitude, lack of love, lack of purpose in life, उनकी telomerase enzyme कम हो जाता है, उनकी telomere length कम होती जाती है, and hence they age early and they manifest disease in a much more faster way. On the contrary, those children who are happy, who are gratitude, who are positive, who have a good outlook towards life, they are the people जिनकी telomerase enzyme बढ़ती है and their telomere length is more and more powerful. My dear friends, everything manifesting by your thoughts and your behavior. We are working as science. We are doing nothing more than creating intellectual fools, my dear friends. We need to understand today that science has gone way beyond. If we start leading a happy life, if we start leading a life of purpose, life of compassion, life of joy and gratitude, where these challenges will go? We are able to heal ourselves, we are able to increase our telomere length, and we are able to increase and manifest a good health in our life, my dear friends. So, if we change the way that we look at things, the things we look at, they change. If we change the way we look at people, people we look at change. And if we change the way we look at situations, situations we look at change. Life is nothing more than our perspective. So, this goes on to say that our thoughts have a very powerful effect on our genes. That is very, very important for us to realize. The second message to you is that can our thoughts affect our body? Is it possible that our thoughts are also affecting our body makeup, or our body structure? Dr. Alvaro Pascal Leon showed that how we can reprogram our brain. What he did was, he divided the population into two groups. And in those two groups, he taught them to play piano. उनको piano play करना उन्होंने सिखाया. और imagine करिए उस piano को कैसे play करना सिखाया. एक group को piano के आगे बिठाया, and you were actually playing piano by your hands. To the second group on that side, you were just shown a piano picture, and imagined as if you are playing a piano. You were just imagining that you are playing a piano, but actually you were not playing a piano. So what were the results? Then he started imaging their MRI brain to see what happens to their piano playing fingers, that area of brain that controls them. The results were magical. He showed that the mental practice resulted in similar reorganization of brain. Those people who were actually playing the piano, the changes in brain were exactly same as those people who were only imagining that they are playing a piano. That means by repeated positive thinking, we can program our brain, structure our brain, and that is called neuroplasticity. Our brains can be rewired for our health and also for our disease. Imagine हम पूरे दिन क्या बोलते रहते हैं, मुझे तो लगता नहीं मुझसे होगा. I think I have always been unsuccessful. I don't think I'll be able to do this. मेरे बच्चे तो पढ़ेंगे ही नहीं, वो तो कभी पास होने लायक लगते ही नहीं है, मेरे बच्चे खाएंगे नहीं. Every time you say negative thoughts, brain is doing nothing more inside your brain. Brain is a wonderful tathastu machine. It will say tathastu, 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 and it will form a beautiful program, and that neuron will get hardwired once you are doing that repetitively. I remember in 2001 when I came from Johns Hopkins, I wanted to do cardiology. At that time, we had only 5 seats of cardiology. And out of those 5 seats, I was the youngest person. And nobody used to get those seats in cardiology in first attempt. So I went to my mother and said that, I don't think it is very easy for me to clear this exam. It is very difficult. It is very challenging exam. And even my teachers, my seniors are giving this exam along with me. So she called me, come here, Mohit. I said, yes. She's a gynecologist. She said, how many seats are available? I said, 5 seats. She said, आपको कितनी चाहिए? मैंने कहा, I need only 1 seat. She said, forget about 4. You focus on 1. And that is what I did. In my desk, I wrote, this 1 seat of cardiology is for me. I started studying very powerfully. रोज मैं पढ़ता था, आराम से, regularly पढ़ता था. My colleagues were studying with me. And 9th February was the exam. I gave exam on 9th February. It was a Saturday. I remember very well. 9:30 to 12:30 was the exam. I came out. My teachers, my friends were giving exam. I asked them to discuss the paper with me. Nobody came and discussed the paper with me. Their only line was, "Tu ghar ja, तेरे को हम लोग answer sheet भिजवा देंगे, so that you are able to give the exam next year in a better way." I said, "Okay, that's fine." I went home, disheartened, of course. I got a haircut, started listening to good music, and I said, "अब मुझे और exam नहीं देना. I am already MD medicine. I'll practice that." 15 days later, दोस्तों, I got the result. My rank was first in the country. My percentage was 95%, and second percent was 78%. I never thought that I am not becoming a cardiologist. I was always seeing myself that this thing is already coming to me. So if you want to be healthy and successful, glue your intention with imagination and put a do not disturb sign. Success has and will always come to you. It has to come to you. Nobody has the power to take away your health, happiness, and success away from you, my dear friends. Only your own mindset takes away your success from you. So stop overthinking. Catastrophic thinking, my dear friends, is disastrous. We suffer more in our imagination than our reality. हम सपनों में ज़्यादा परेशान होते हैं दोस्तों than our reality. We must understand that to create a beautiful life, our mind is working like a projector. Whatever we want to see outside must first be created in our mind. जो भी आप अपने जीवन में बाहर देखना चाहते हैं, उसकी इमेज अपने मन में सबसे पहले बना लीजिए. I want to be successful. Create that image. Start seeing yourself there, and success will automatically start coming to you. This has to happen. This is what is called law of attraction, my dear friends. Similarly, you would be surprised that when I came back from America, my weight was 96 kgs at that time. I was suffering from diabetes. I was suffering from hypertension, and I was also suffering from non-alcoholic steatohepatitis and hyperthyroid. You won't believe. See my picture. This is my picture in front of Disneyland Orlando 2001. I was 96 kgs at that time. My friend Manish and myself, and this is my physique. When I came back on 16th July 2001, my uncle told me, "Mohit cardiologist बनना चाहता है, cardiologist जैसी personality भी होनी चाहिए." These were his words. These words really, pinched me a lot. I started working on my body. Along at that time, I was also studying cardiology. Every day I used to work on myself very, very powerfully and properly. And you know what happened? After 6 months, on the day 9th February, I was giving my DM entrance exam. I lost 23 kgs by that time. My diabetes disappeared, my hyperthyroid disappeared, my hypertension disappeared. I regained the whole new health. Because I had programmed myself, I have to achieve this. This was not the achievement. Even today, 21 years down the lane, I maintain the same schedule in my life. Every day I am walking, I'm getting up 3:15 a.m. in the morning, I meditate for 1 hour, 4:45, 5 a.m. I leave my home for my exercises, and 7 a.m. I get ready, I leave for my operation theater. I'm sleeping only for 4.5 hours, 5 hours for last 25, 30 years. It does not affect because you have a powerful yogi lifestyle. My dear friends, your life is nothing but it's a creation of your own thoughts and your own choices that you create. You have to design your life the way you want. Start your day with positive affirmation, because pessimism is synonymous with weakness and optimism is synonymous with power, my dear friends. Can my thoughts affect my illness also? Is it possible that these thoughts will have a negative effect on my illness? ऐसा हो सकता है या नहीं हो सकता? Let us see. Let us see the experiments conducted by Dr. J.B. Mosley, who is a world famous orthopedic surgeon. इन्होंने क्या किया, ध्यान से सुनिए. इन्होंने जोड़ों के दर्द यानी नी पेन आर्थराइटिस के 2 ग्रुप्स को लिया और दोनों ग्रुप्स को लेकर कहा कि मैं आपको ऑपरेट करूंगा. दिस इज पब्लिश्ड इन NEJM नंबर 1 जर्नल ऑफ द कंट्री ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. उन्होंने एक ग्रुप को लिया, उनको अंदर बुलाया, ओटी के अंदर एनेस्थेटाइज किया, बेहोश किया, सर्जरी की, ऑपरेट किया, बाहर ऑपरेटिंग पोस्ट रिकवरी रूम में रखा, डिस्चार्ज कर दिया, 6 महीने के लिए आपको फॉलो किया, सर्जरी को लाइव टेलीकास्ट बाहर किया. दूसरे ग्रुप को क्या किया, दूसरे ग्रुप को भी अंदर बुलाया, उनको भी नी को खोला, केवल ऊपर से दिखावा किया कि ऑपरेट कर रहे हैं, विदाउट टचिंग योर नी. ही क्लोज द नी एट द सेम टाइम, shifted you to the recovery room, discharged you and said that your knee has been operated. यानी 2 ग्रुप्स थे, एक जिनका ऑपरेट हुआ था, एक जिनका ऑपरेट नहीं हुआ था, लेकिन दोनों ग्रुप्स को क्या मालूम था कि हमारा ऑपरेशन हो गया है. And he started measuring the improvement of pain in both the groups. दोनों ग्रुप्स के अंदर देखा कितना पेन के अंदर इंप्रूवमेंट हुआ है. What were the results? The results were both the groups reported similar improvement in पेन. दोस्तों, जिनकी सर्जरी हुई है उनका तो समझ में आता था, लेकिन दोज पीपल हु आर नॉट एट ऑल ऑपरेटेड, जस्ट बिकॉज दे स्टार्टेड बिलीविंग दैट दे आर वेल, just because they started understanding that they are well, their recovery happened miraculously. Their body produced so much powerful immunocytogenetic chemicals that the pain perception significantly lessened and their health and knee pain significantly improved. This is the power that we have in our mind if we choose to create that power, my dear friends. So your thoughts can also heal your body if it is possible. What about serious illnesses? आप कहेंगे डॉक्टर साहब ठीक है ये तो एक जोड़ों का दर्द था, but what about serious illnesses? I'll give you 2 examples, one my own and one of this gentleman known as Mr. Stomatis Moratis. He is a US war veteran. 1976 में रिटायर हुए. Let me tell you, everything that I'm saying is documented, well published in literature. You can go and search and even go to my YouTube channel and you can get all these literatures very, very well. So, this gentleman is Stomatis Moratis. He was diagnosed with terminal lung cancer in 1976, given 3 months to live. कि 3 महीने बाद आपकी डेथ हो जाएगी, इससे ज़्यादा आपके पास लाइफ नहीं है. इन्होंने कहा यार अब मरना तो है ही है. अमेरिका में if I die, it will be costing me around about $300. Let me go to my town in Greece called Ikaria, where the burial would be costing only $5 to $10. तो ग्रीस चले गए. He went there, started planting vineyards, actual picture in front of his home. He met his relatives, his family, his children. He started connecting with his old friends. He started connecting with nature, walking, disconnected with technology. He started being happy. He started meditating. He started eating vegetarian and good diet. 1 महीना, 2 महीना, 3 महीना, 6 महीने, 12 महीने, 24 महीने, 36 महीने, 5 साल बीत गए. उन्होंने कहा यार मुझे तो मरना था. It was a biopsy proven lung cancer. Why am I not dying? He was so shocked. 10 years down the lane, जब ये इंप्रूव होती गई इनकी हेल्थ, he flew back to America to meet his doctors who had diagnosed him with lung cancer, just to see that all his doctors were already dead by that time. जिन डॉक्टर्स ने इसको डायग्नोज किया था वो सारे के सारे ऑलरेडी उस समय तक मर चुके थे. This gentleman came back to Ikaria and he lived up till the age of 102 years, and this man is called the man who forgot to die. जो भूलना ही मर गया, मरना ही भूल गया. The place where he lives, The place where he lives, this is called the island where people forget to die. This is called Ikaria. These places have common features in their life. And what are those common features? These features are, they have an active lifestyle, good meditative lifestyle, positive vegetarian diet, and they connect more professionally, more personally rather than digitally. So ये सारे common features हैं. Look at the life that today we have created in our life. दोस्तों आज हमने अपनी लाइफ को केवल हाई टेक बना लिया है. हर चीज टेक्नोलॉजी से कंट्रोल होती है. लेकिन वी मस्ट अंडरस्टैंड टुडे that if we want to live a great and a happy life, it's not about technology, but it's about high touch we need to create. It's about compassion. आज एक ही घर में हमने अनेकों घर बना लिए हैं. एक घर में मम्मी पापा अलग बैठते हैं, माता पिता के साथ बच्चे जो हैं दूसरे कमरे में बैठे हैं, कनेक्टेड हैं किसके द्वारा? व्हाट्सएप, फेसबुक, मोबाइल और ट्विटर के द्वारा. एक दूसरे को मैसेज करते रहेंगे सवेरे और शाम, कैसे हैं? बहुत बढ़िया. आप कैसे हैं? बहुत बढ़िया. दिस इज हाउ वी आर कनेक्टेड विद ईच अदर. This is not the way our lives are supposed to be. These are the hazards we are facing in our family. आज से 20 साल पहले ऐसे occupational hazards दोस्तों नहीं होते थे. This is the biggest occupational hazard that we are facing, our poor, unhealthy mindset. No health can ever be gained by any measures in your life until and unless we create a powerful and a positive mindset, my dear friends. Similarly, when I was being operated, at that time, and 2005, my surgery happened. The surgery went off for almost 6 hours on 20th June. I thought, now I'm fine. I'm perfectly operated. But look at my situation. 6 months down the lane when my MRIs were done. मेरा brain का scan January 2006 में repeat हुआ. Another brain lesion appeared in my brain. Cerebellum के अंदर एक और mass दोस्तों आ गया. This mass was not operable. I was already taking 16 tablets, 8 in the morning, 8 in the night, all tuberculosis regimes. A doctor from America, from Bangalore and Delhi, they were deciding my regimes. I was taking all those tablets, injections were going on. Nothing was working out. Doctor had said, this cannot be operated. I had to do something new. I am a follower of Brahma Kumaris. I do Raj Yoga meditation for last 40 years. I went to one of the senior sisters, Dadiji, and I said, I need to improve work on myself. She smilingly said, use the power of yoga to heal yourself. You are already a yogi, Mohit. I said, that's a fantastic idea. Imagine the blend of science, perfect science, up to the optimal science with spirituality, meditative power. January 2006, I started doing Raj Yoga meditation. I was already doing focused every day 3 a.m. in the morning. Every day 3 a.m. I used to get up. Every day 3 a.m. I used to meditate for 1 hour, focused on my brain, giving myself healing vibrations, saying that my brain is perfectly fine, medicines are perfectly functioning, there is no disease in my brain, and I'm going to be absolutely healthy. Friends, I did this for 1 year and 3 months and got my MRI repeated next year in April 2007. Look at this, what happened in my MRI. The scans revealed complete disappearance of cerebellar mass in my brain. It had completely disappeared by my meditative power. You have the power, your thoughts. Your thoughts are reprogramming your life. It is reprogramming your complete structure of the body only if you believe powerfully. If you don't believe, nothing is going to work out. But when you start believing, magic starts happening in your life, my dear friends. This is the power. Your body is a conglomerate of 50 trillion cells. 50 trillion cells, all are individually intelligent. But when a central command goes, peace, heal, they lose their individual intelligence and they start healing the body, generating 70 trillion volts of the energy. You can heal any disease in your life, any disease. Limitedly or significantly, you can at least improve on that disease. So you have the power to heal yourself, my dear friends. Even in these serious illnesses, we need to work on our own mind power. We need to meditate and inculcate a very powerful and a healthy life. Everything can happen only when you believe. So what we are thinking, we are becoming. Last, can our thoughts affect our relations? Is it possible that our thoughts are also affecting our relations? दोस्तों, आज हमारे संबंधी आप देखेंगे, we are working on talking to each other by language. Language, I have always believed, is designed to hide feelings. आप कह सकते हैं कि डॉक्टर मोहित, you gave a perfect lecture. Oh, what a wonderful lecture. It was fantastic. It was wonderful to listen to you. और मेरे जाने के बाद ये भी बोल सकते हैं, ये भी कोई लेक्चर था, इससे बढ़िया तो मैं भी दे लेता. Language can hide and mix anything. We can say something outside, we may not mean that thing inside. But my dear friends, vibrations never lie. Our thoughts never lie. For last 20 years, I never believe on words. I work only on vibrations. And similarly, in our family. आज परिवारों में छोटी छोटी बातों पे जो हमारा झगड़ा होता है, हमारे संबंधों में जो मनमुटाव होता है दोस्तों, that is nothing but a manifestation of our poor mindset and our negative feelings. आज कोई हमको बोलता है कुछ और हम क्या करते हैं, उसकी बात को हमने लिया और उसको अपने मन में डाल दिया. आज यदि आपके साथ कोई बुरा करे, आपके साथ कोई बुरा करे और उसकी बात को आपने मन में रख लिया, 10 साल पहले बुरा किया है, 20 साल पहले बुरा किया है, और आज वो व्यक्ति आपके सामने आ जाता है, तो आप उसके लिए क्या करेंगे? अच्छा करेंगे या बुरा करेंगे? कम ऑन, आंसर. दिस इज अ प्रैक्टिकल सिचुएशन. 10 साल पहले किसी ने आपके साथ बहुत बुरा किया है और वो व्यक्ति आज सडनली 10 साल बाद आपके सामने आ जाता है, आप उसके लिए किस प्रकार की फीलिंग्स आएंगे? आती हैं, पॉजिटिव आती हैं या नेगेटिव आती हैं? ऑनेस्ट आंसर प्लीज. कौन कौन कहता है नेगेटिव आती हैं? अच्छा, अगर किसी ने आपके साथ बुरा किया है, उससे हमें बदला लेना चाहिए नहीं लेना चाहिए? कौन कौन कहता है नहीं लेना चाहिए? अच्छा, एक्चुअली करते क्या है वो बताइए, हम लोग क्या करते हैं? मेरा आंसर सुनिए. मेरे ख्याल से अगर किसी ने हमारे साथ बुरा किया है, हमें उसके साथ बदला जरूर लेना चाहिए, और बदला लेना भी नहीं चाहिए 10 साल के इंटरेस्ट के साथ लेना चाहिए. करना चाहिए नहीं करना चाहिए? करना चाहिए नहीं करना चाहिए? विल यू ऑल डू वन एक्सरसाइज फॉर मी फॉर नेक्स्ट 3 days? यस और नो? सभी लोग करेंगे यहां नहीं, इस हॉल में? आवाज से बताइए, यस और नो? एवरीबडी विल डू यस? इनका वीडियो निकालो सबका. Nobody should say no after that, okay? Very simple exercise. Next 3 days, सभी करेंगे, आप भी करना. Everybody will do, every one of us, है ना? Irrespective of whether you are doctor or not. अगले 3 दिन के लिए, जब घर की सफाई होगी, बेडरूम की सफाई होगी, बाथरूम की सफाई होगी, किचन की होगी, ड्राइंग रूम की सफाई होगी, सारे कूड़े को इकट्ठा करके उसको एक पैकेट में 3 दिन के लिए हम ड्राइंग रूम में सजा कर रखेंगे. रेडी और नॉट? यस और नो? वाई? क्यों नहीं करेंगे? क्यों नहीं करेंगे? क्या होगा? क्या होगा आप बताओ, क्या होगा? अगर हम कूड़ा ड्राइंग रूम में रखेंगे तो क्या होगा? इन्फेक्शन होगा, बदबू आएगी. तो घर की सफाई रोज होनी चाहिए, कभी कभी होनी चाहिए? घर की सफाई रोज या कभी कभी? आप जब तक आवाज से नहीं बोलेंगे मैं आगे नहीं बढ़ूंगा. घर की सफाई रोज या कभी कभी? घर की सफाई रोज या कभी कभी? तो मन की सफाई हम 10-10 साल नहीं करते हैं. जो मन उस घर के अंदर रहता है, उस मन को आज हमने एक व्यक्ति की एक बात, एक दिन 365 दिन 365 लोगों की बात, एक दिन में 10 लोग 3650 लोगों की बात, और 10 साल 36500 लोगों की बातों को अपने मन में रखा. दोस्तों, हमारा मन नहीं, हमारा मन कूड़ेदान बन जाता है. This is the kind of life that we all are leading today. आज हमारी लाइफ एंगर, इरिटेशन, हेट्रेड, जेलेसी, कंपटीशन, क्रिटिसिज्म, इन सब के अराउंड दोस्तों रोटेट कर रही है. Our life is nothing more but a consequence of this. इन्हीं की चीजें हम लोग करते हैं. प्रोफेशनली वी आर सक्सेसफुल, मेटेरियलिस्टिकली वी आर एम्पावर्ड, बड़ी गाड़ियां, अच्छे कपड़े, अच्छा परफ्यूम, हम सब कुछ लगाएंगे, लेकिन मन हमारा इन सब भावनाओं से दूषित है. दोस्तों, इट इज नेचुरल इन आवर लाइफ दैट वी क्लीन आवर माइंड एवरी डे. क्लीन आवर माइंड एवरी डे. It is natural in our life that anger is not natural, love is natural. Hatred, ईर्ष्या, घृणा is not natural. करुणा हमारे जीवन के अंदर नेचुरल स्वभाव है. एक्सेप्टेंस लोगों के लिए नेचुरल स्वभाव है. अप्रिशिएट एक दूसरे को करना दोस्तों, ये नेचुरल स्वभाव है. We need to create a beautiful and a powerful relations in our life. This is what our life is all about. Whatever you nurture, जिस चीज को पानी देंगे दोस्तों, वही बढ़ता जाएगा, वही उगता जाएगा. इट्स ऑल अ कॉन्सिक्वेंस ऑफ व्हाट यू वांट टू क्रिएट इन योर लाइफ. दोस्तों, दैट इज व्हाई माय मैसेज टू यू इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट गिफ्ट दैट यू कैन गिव टू समबडी इज योर लव, टाइम एंड अटेंशन. कहा है ना किसी ने कि हर जज्बात को जिंदगी में जुबान नहीं मिलती, हर जज्बात को जिंदगी में जुबान नहीं मिलती, हर आरजू को जिंदगी में दुआ नहीं मिलती, हर आरजू को जिंदगी में दुआ नहीं मिलती. मुस्कुराहट बनाए रखो तो दुनिया साथ है, आंसुओं को तो आंखों में भी पनाह नहीं मिलती. दोस्तों, सदा चेहरे पर मुस्कुराता हुआ चेहरा और मन हर व्यक्ति के लिए. मरीज जब आपके सामने आए, मरीज आपके शब्दों से नहीं दोस्तों, आपकी भावनाओं से ही ठीक हो जाता है. जब आप उसको कहते हैं तो मरीज कहता है इस डॉक्टर से बात करके मेरी आधी बीमारी दूर हो जाती है। वो कैसे होता है दोस्तों? क्योंकि हमारी भावनाएं, हमारे संकल्प बड़े पायस और श्रेष्ठ होते हैं। वो व्यक्ति अपने आप को हील्ड दोस्तों महसूस करता है। अपने जीवन में अपने आप को समय दीजिए, अपने परिवार को समय दीजिए। आज बहुत आवश्यक है अपने जीवन को श्रेष्ठ और दोस्तों शक्तिशाली बनाना। हमारे विचार, इसको मैं कभी आगे डिटेल में लूंगा आपके सामने, हमारे विचार, हमारे भोजन, हमारे एनवायरमेंट, हमारे संबंधों पर भी पावरफुल इफेक्ट करते हैं। वी ऑल हैव द पावर टू अनलॉक द गॉड जीन। हम अपने जीवन में जो भी अनलॉक करना चाहें, हमारी अनलिमिटेड पोटेंशियल्स, उनको हम अनलॉक कर सकते हैं। एंड वी कैन क्रिएट आवर ओन कॉन्शियस फ्यूचर। हम सबको एक दिन के अंदर 1440 मिनट दोस्तों मिलते हैं। उन 1440 मिनट में से हमको केवल अपने लिए 20 मिनट निकालने हैं। 20 मिनट्स टू मेडिटेट, 20 मिनट्स टू एम्पावर आवरसेल्व्स एंड क्रिएट अ वेरी पावरफुल एंड अ ब्यूटीफुल लाइफ। एंड मोस्ट पावरफुल टूल टू डू दिस इज मेडिटेशन। दोस्तों, मेडिटेशन इज वन ऑफ द वेरी पावरफुल एंड फाइनेस्ट टूल्स, एपिजेनेटिक टूल दैट कैन रियली रीप्रोग्राम योर लाइफ। मेडिटेशन मीन्स चार्जिंग योर माइंड। जैसे मोबाइल को चार्ज करते हैं, उसी प्रकार से अपने मन को भी चार्ज करना, अपने संकल्पों को भी चार्ज करना। दोस्तों, यही मेडिटेशन की ब्यूटी है। संकल्पों के नंबर को कम करना, संकल्पों की गति को स्लो करना। जब गति कम है, नंबर कम है दोस्तों, तो संकल्प भी हमारे शक्तिशाली हो जाते हैं। टू एम्पावर अवर एवरी थॉट विद पीस, विद ब्लिस, विद लव, विद हैप्पीनेस, विद नॉलेज एंड विद प्योरिटी। ये हमारे इनेट फोल्डर्स हैं। जैसे मोबाइल और लैपटॉप के अंदर बूटिंग फोल्डर्स होते हैं दोस्तों, उसी प्रकार हमारे मन के भी जो इनेट फोल्डर्स हैं, दीज आर प्योरिटी, लव, पीस, नॉलेज, पावर, ब्लिस एंड हैप्पीनेस. If our every thought is full of love and happiness and joy and bliss, imagine what our life would look like. It will be a life full of joy and happiness. It will be a life of fulfillment. It will be a life of healing people, not just treating people, my dear friends. You are the master creator of your life. Look at this magnetoencephalogram. What does it show? When you are not meditating, your brain, both hemispheres are completely unbalanced. It is a brain which is prone to anxiety, depression and poor mental health. पर दोस्तों, 15 minutes of meditation gives you a very powerful balance in both the hemispheres. Look at this picture. How beautifully your right and left brains are getting balanced. And only 25 minutes, you create a complete harmony in both your hemispheres. A brain which is very powerful, more integrated, more stable, and better performing mentally as well as emotionally. This is the kind of brain that you create. This is the power of meditation, my dear friends. This is the source of healing of all the problems in our life. When we think कि हम लोग केवल कर्म पर बिलीव करते हैं, we are only a कर्म. दोस्तों, कर्म हमको 50% सक्सेस देगा because it is only left brain. It is analytical brain, reasoning brain, a scientific brain. But when we meditate, it activates our right brain, which is a loving, compassionate, and a creative brain, and we get 100% success in our life, my dear friends. Our life is nothing but a consequence of the kind of thoughts we are creating. दोस्तों, लास्ट मैसेज मैं आपको यही देना चाहूंगा कि जिंदगी तो चलती रहेगी। सवेरे से लेकर शाम तक बी कॉम्प्लेक्स की गोली के एक्सीलेटर के साथ हमारा पैडल दबता है और रात को आके नींद की गोली के साथ ब्रेक लग जाता है। हर व्यक्ति भाग रहा है, दौड़ रहा है दोस्तों, कमाना है, भागना है, दौड़ना है। लेकिन इस भागती दौड़ती जिंदगी में दोस्तों तनिक विराम लगाकर अपने को भी समय दीजिए। एक महात्मा के पास ऐसे ही बहुत सारे लोग गए, उन्होंने पूछा कि हम मेडिटेशन कब करें, हमको टाइम ही नहीं मिलता है। तो उसने भी मुस्कुराते हुए बोल दिया कि तुम अपने मरने से एक ही दिन पहले करना, उसी से काम हो जाएगा। दैट इज मोर देन इनफ। वो भी बहुत खुश हुए, जाने लगे। लेकिन उनमें से एक व्यक्ति पीछे मुड़ा और बोला, पर महात्मा जी, हमको ये तो मालूम ही नहीं कि हम कब मरेंगे। तो उसने बोला, फिर आज करो, क्योंकि कल का किसी को पता नहीं है। दोस्तों, इफ वी हैव टू ब्रिंग अ चेंज, द टाइम टू चेंज इज राइट नाउ, इट इज नॉट टुमारो, इट इज नॉट लेट इवनिंग। उस परिवर्तन की अग्नि को प्रज्वलित दोस्तों हमें अभी अपने मन में करना पड़ेगा। योर लाइफ इज नथिंग बट योर ओन माइंड। मोबाइल तो दोस्तों ये काम कभी नहीं खत्म होने वाला, ये जिंदगी हमेशा इसी प्रकार से चलेगी। लेकिन बहुत आवश्यक है अपने जीवन में इस प्रकार का बैलेंस, इस प्रकार की लाइफ को दोस्तों क्रिएट करना। तो चलिए हम केवल 30 सेकेंड्स के लिए साइलेंस में बैठते हैं, चेहरा भी मुस्कुराता हुआ और मन भी मुस्कुराता हुआ, और अपने आप को बहुत शांत, शक्तिशाली स्थिति में देखें। शरीर के अंदर आई एम अ पावरफुल लाइट, एन ओएसिस ऑफ पीस, ऑफ जॉय एंड ऑफ हैप्पीनेस। अपने एक एक संकल्प को देखें। मेरा एक एक संकल्प प्यार, शांति और पवित्रता से परिपूर्ण है। अपने मन की सफाई करें। क्रोध, इरिटेशन, सब नेगेटिव बातों को धीरे धीरे मन से हटाते जाएं। शक्तिशाली बनाएं। I choose to create love, happiness and joy in my life. I choose to create peace in whatever I do. I choose to radiate positive feelings to my own body, to my relations, and to every patient and human beings I meet. I am peaceful, I am loving, and I am very powerful. इसी तरीके से अपनी मन की स्थिति को श्रेष्ठ रखते हुए अपनी एक सुंदर लाइफ को आरंभ करेंगे। ओम शांति। दोस्तों, टुमारो इज गोइंग टू बी द फर्स्ट डे ऑफ रेस्ट ऑफ योर लाइफ। आपका कल का दिन आपकी बची हुई जिंदगी का पहला दिन होगा, और उस दिन को कैसा आप बनाना चाहते हैं वो केवल आपके हाथ में होगा दोस्तों, और कोई नहीं कर सकता। भूतकाल है वो सपना है, और भविष्य काल कल्पना है, लेकिन वर्तमान अपना है दोस्तों। टुडे वी हैव द पावर टू डिजाइन अवर डेस्टिनी, अवर टुमारो इन अवर ओन हैंड्स। विद दिस ब्यूटिफुल सिंपल मैसेज आई जस्ट लीव यू एम्पावर्ड कि अपने संकल्पों को श्रेष्ठ और शक्तिशाली बनाइए, खुशनुमा बनाइए। इतनी खुशियां हर एक को दीजिए, इतनी हीलिंग पावर हर एक को दीजिए कि जो व्यक्ति आपके एनर्जी सर्कल के अंदर आए, आभा मंडल में आकर उसका जीवन, उनका संकल्प भी परिवर्तित हो जाए। शुक्रिया। ओम शांति।